The brightness of this day has given me the opportunity to bring you this video. Welcome back to my channel, Bringing It with AC. My name is AC. So this video was inspired by the news I just heard about the pregnant woman in Takoradi. So there was a pregnant woman, 9 months pregnant, who went on a walk at dawn, apparently on the 17th of September, and she was kidnapped. So they couldn't find her. They've been looking for her, and they finally found her now, but without her baby. So seems like whoever captured her, apparently she gave birth and they took the baby away. So like the details are still unfolding, whatever the case is. But when I heard it, I was so sad. And I was like, I can't imagine what she went through, you know. And it reminded me of some videos I watched when I was pregnant with Serum. Now, YouTube, sometimes you just be there and they'll just be recommending things to you. And you're wondering, like, why are you recommending this to me? So I remember very well, I was pregnant with Serum and I was just watching videos. And then I saw that YouTube was recommending one of these crime show videos to me. So I watched it, and it was about how pregnant women are, like, their babies are stolen, basically, you know. And even though, like, I'd heard of it before, like, it wasn't something that was on my mind, but I was glad that in the end I watched a few of these videos to become more aware of the issue. Now, some of the things that happen with a few of the stories is like, maybe you go out grocery shopping. So these are stories that happen in the US anyway. But a pregnant woman will go out grocery shopping, then another woman would see her and be very friendly with her, like, oh, hi, how are you? Oh, wow, are you okay? Congratulations on your baby. How far along are you? So it's like they're being friendly, but they are trying to fish for vital information so that they can come and see your baby. So with one particular one that happened, I think they asked her due date, and she said it. She was like, oh, she's due, she's 6 months, she's due whenever. And then I think this one happened to be a neighbor or so, and the neighbor was like, oh, she's also pregnant and she's also due around the same time. But the neighbor was lying. She wasn't pregnant. She was just using those artificial bump things, you know. So she'll come being all friendly with her, like, oh, we are bump buddies, you know, we are pregnant together and everything. And then finally, when this lady was almost due, the woman said, oh, she should come over to her house and help her with something, like she has baby clothes for her or something. And when she went over, that was her mistake. Like, she didn't tell her husband, so they didn't know where she was. Like, nobody knew where she was. She went over, this woman grabbed her, and she didn't even give her any painkillers or anything. Like, she right, I don't remember the details of the story. When I'm editing this or when I upload this, I'll see if I can find some of them and link them below so that you watch them for yourself. But basically, the woman took the baby out of her, and it's like this woman was just there. Like, can you imagine? Labor is already painful, oh, and then somebody is forcefully taking your baby out of you, and it's not giving you any pain relief. Like, there's wickedness under the sun. So she took the baby, and then I think later on the police came. I don't even remember where she hid the woman, but the police came, and then she was like, no, she's delivered, you know, she's delivered. She gave birth in her bathroom, you know, everybody knows she was pregnant and whatnot. But eventually they caught her. Unfortunately, the woman who was actually pregnant died, and the baby survived. And a lot of people shared some experiences they had where, like, some random person will just ask them, like, oh, how are you doing? How's the baby? How far along are you? When are you due? When you give them these vital information, then they know how to also twist their story as if they're also pregnant with you, or be monitoring you and stuff like that, and then come and steal your baby. So it made me very conscious of that, so that, like, you know, like, I mean, when you're pregnant, you have, like, well-meaning friends who seem like, hey, how far along are you, or like, when are you due, and stuff like that. But you need to be careful who you give such information to, especially when there are people you don't even know, like, they are just out and about, and then they ask you, oh, when are you due? You say, oh, I still have a lot of time to go. Like, so you find diplomatic ways of giving them answers, like, oh, I still have a lot of time to go, or like, oh, we are not there yet, crowd, or you know, like you don't give them details like that, because people are wicked out there. People are so wicked out there. And it's like, people are looking for babies, and they'll do anything to get a baby. And my heart really goes out to this woman. Like, I can't imagine going through pregnancy, all the difficulties of pregnancy, then somebody will kidnap you. And right now we don't even know how she gave birth, whether they forcefully induced her, whether they forced the baby out of her. Like, right now she's going through a lot, because even as a normal pregnant woman, when you go to the hospital to go and give birth and you finish giving birth, everything that is happening cries a lot. Then to come and add this trauma to it, whereby first of all, you don't have they've taken your baby away from you, and then we don't even know how they had her deliver. Listen, the world is wicked, the world is evil, so let's be very careful out there. If you have any pregnant friends, well, family members, just let them be conscious of their surroundings, because this one, I personally don't understand why you would go on a walk at dawn. Maybe her area is, I don't know, safe, so maybe she may have taken it for granted, because they said it's her routine walk, like she goes to walk at dawn, which it's not safe. Like, I'm really sad. Like, I can't even imagine what she's going through. So like, everyone, please just say a word of prayer and just be cautious out there. Just be cautious out there. Like, the world is wicked. Oh, the world is wicked. Like, there are so many of those pregnancies. Like, now that I've said this, I am going to look for some of those videos, and I'll link them below, just so that you are aware of the things that people do. I remember in 2018 October, I think I happened to be in the US at the November or December, somewhere around there, but I happened to be in the US because I was watching it on the news. There's this lady, and even up until now I've still been following. She's called Kiera Coles. She was, I think, 6 months pregnant. She was pregnant and she was kidnapped, and to date they still haven't found her. And the fishy thing is that they haven't, I don't know if they've not even investigated her, that at that time her boyfriend, there was fishy things going on, and I think after she got kidnapped, he moved states. Nobody has questioned anything. Like, my heart goes out to her mother, her family, because they are still looking for her. This year will be, what, 3 years? This October will be 3 years since she went missing, and they still haven't found her or her baby, whether she's alive or whether, you know. So please, let's be very, very cautious, especially when you are pregnant, because there are evil people out there. And be careful who you give your information to. Let somebody know where you are at all times, especially when you're, like, if I should say, visibly pregnant. Everybody knows you're pregnant, because there are wicked people out there. So really, that's what today's video is about. It was on my mind the whole time I was driving, so I was like, okay, let me just stop and then just do this video. So guys, stay safe out there. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.